here from feeo'shea.com, vegan author and conscious consumer. And today I thought, as it's not even a week now to Christmas, I thought I would talk to you about having Christmas, which applies to the festivities regardless of whether it's Christmas or Thanksgiving or any time of the year that you get together with family. Now, if you are new at plant-based eating, so you are new at a new vegan or you're a new vegetarian, you having Christmas with the family, there's a few things that you perhaps might need to know. So I've got 5 tips for you. The first one is now let me see. The first one is you're going to be asked a lot of questions. So the family members who are still meat eaters, some will be quite fascinated at you going plant-based, and they will be curious to know where you get your iron from, or your calcium, where the protein comes from, or the usual questions that most omnivores will ask. So the idea is to have answers for those questions. So just, the basic questions. You may get ribbed a bit, which is a Kiwi terminology for people trying to be silly and all sorts of things. And they'll have all sorts of odd, bizarre excuses why you should be eating meat. So just laugh it off. Don't get into any great detail. If you are asked a specific question, such as, where do I get my protein? Then have your answer ready, and it can be really, really simple insofar as all you need to say is, listen, protein isn't everything. It's, in fact, as a meat eater, you really eat too much protein, but it is in everything. And even just peanut butter on some wholemeal toast, complete protein. So that gives them some idea on what to go with. Now, if they ask you a question that you don't know, I am assuming that you will have your phone with you. So Google it. Just Google the answer, and see if that works. If it doesn't work, then just say, "That's a really, really good question. I'll suss that out and get back to you, because actually I'd quite like to know the answer too. I'm still new at this." Okay, so that's tip number 1. Tip number 2: take some fabulous food with you. All right, that you can share. So talk maybe to the host or hostess and say, okay, I can bring my protein, don't worry about me for that, I won't be eating your turkey or ham or whatever the meat is, but I'll bring my own, and I'll bring enough to share. So that way you are not only going to be enjoying some decent food, but you'll also be opening the eyes of your family members to what plant-based eating is like and how it can be really yummy. I have an absolute fave, which I do at Christmas time. It is a chestnut and mushroom Wellington. So for me, pastry is my big thing. So this is like a loaf, and it's wrapped in pastry and cooked, and it's just absolutely divine, and the kids love it, and it always goes down a real hit. If you want to have the recipe for that, I will put a link below for it, because I have it up on my blog. Jamie Oliver, surprise, even though he's an omnivore, he actually has some amazing vegan recipes. So again, you can just Google vegan Christmas. I think it's got under Christmas, Vegan Christmas, Jamie Oliver. But listen, there are just so many recipes out there, you won't go short. Number 3, offer to help cooking. So offer to help whoever's doing the cooking to, come along and maybe sort of say to them, well, listen, I'll do all the vegetables and the salad, whatever. And yeah, just sort of, and put your vegan twist on it. So maybe bring some vegan cheese with you, or plant-based foods, and get creative. Okay, so know what you're going to do before you get there. But if there's the vegetables, or even if I know in New Zealand and Australia we have a gravy, which is like a sauce that goes over, usually associated with the meat. So what you can do is make a vegan version of that, and it's still yummy and awesome. So that's number 3, is offer to help to cook. Now number 4, and this is really probably the most important one of all, is no vegan talk. So that's no, much and all as you will want to, especially if you have gone vegan for the animals. Please don't bring them up. Please don't get into arguments, and yeah, just kind of like relax and chill out, and understand that everyone has their choices and everyone is at the level that they're at. So when the turkey comes to the table, please don't turn your nose up at it, or don't say, oh, you know, that poor turkey and this life it had and how it was killed. Or if the pork comes, you know, please just talk about the animal welfare. Unless you are specifically asked, don't even go there. This is a time, this is a time to be with family, which leads on to number 5, and that is you are there to celebrate. You are there for your family and friends, and you are there just to have fun. And you've got to understand that the humans are all part of the animal kingdom as well. So make this particular holiday, there will be lots of other times that you will be able to talk about animal rights and about vivisection and about, how animals are killed and etc., etc. But at this particular time, be there, enjoy your family, enjoy the food, but mostly enjoy the family. So there are the 5 tips. Number 1, be prepared for the questions, and you will get them. Number 2, take some amazing food to share, pick some good recipes and take some really, really cool food to share. Number 3, offer to help to cook, especially the vegetable side of it, so that you can tart them up and get them really yum. Number 4 is no vegan talking. So just try and zip it. It's hard, but zip it. And number 5, enjoy yourself. So, from me, I want to thank you very much for your support, and I know that this is a new channel and I'd love you to subscribe, but no worries if you don't. And but thank you very much to all my supporters who have followed me throughout the year and the change that I have done in this year. So here's to happy animals, and have fun and enjoy the festivities.